Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a great forest where tall green trees touched the sky and gentle streams whispered through the valleys. The animals who lived there were kind and peaceful, spending their days playing games and chatting by the riverside. At the heart of the forest stood a very special tree called the Tree of Life. It gave the forest its strength. Its roots carried water far and wide, and its leaves danced with the wind, bringing joy to every corner of the woods. Whenever the Tree of Life glowed with happiness, the whole forest sparkled with joy. But one morning, something changed. Mino the rabbit woke up early, just like always. He rubbed his eyes and looked outside. Something felt strange. The grass had turned yellow, the birds were quiet, and the river barely moved. Even the air seemed tired. Worried Mino hopped over to see his friend Zuzu the squirrel. She had noticed the same thing. Soon, wise Tupa the turtle and gentle Lila the bird joined them. The four friends decided to head deep into the forest to visit the Tree of Life and find out what was wrong. Their journey was long and filled with challenges. First, they came across a big swamp. The water was muddy and the ground was slippery. There was a narrow path made of twisted branches. Mino carefully stepped forward, light on his feet. Zuzu jumped from branch to branch. Tupa was slow but steady, and Lila guided them from above. With patience and teamwork, they made it across. Next, they got lost in thick bushes. The wind howled and spun around them, making it hard to know which way to go. Lila flew above the treetops to find the way, while the others moved quietly beneath her. The only sound was the hope beating in their hearts. Then, they reached a dark cave. It was cool and silent inside. Tupa explained they had to pass through it, for the Tree of Life stood deep beyond. Mino was a little scared, but Zuzu held his paw. Lila softly hummed a tune from above. That melody filled their hearts with courage. As they walked through the cave, they saw ancient drawings on the walls, pictures from the forest's earliest days, trees, animals, and a glowing heart. Tupa whispered that this heart was the spirit of the Tree of Life. If it stopped glowing, the forest would slowly fade away. Finally, they came out of the cave and reached the Tree of Life. But it no longer glowed. Its leaves had fallen. Its trunk was cracked. The flowers around it were silent, and no birds flew near. It was as if the forest was holding its breath. Tupa slowly approached the tree and closed his eyes. He began to hum an ancient song, one passed down from his great-great-grandmother. Lila rose into the sky, spreading the melody through the trees. Zuzu gathered fallen seeds and gently placed them in the soil. Mino softly covered them with earth using his tiny paws. Little by little, the tree began to stir. A soft light glowed from its trunk. Leaves returned bright and green. Flowers bloomed once more, and the river started to sing. Birds filled the sky with their cheerful songs. The forest had awakened. The animals hugged one another, tired but full of joy. They had done it together. With bravery, friendship, and love, they had saved their home. From that day on, the Tree of Life grew even stronger. The wind now whispered little thank yous through every leaf, and each night a new star would shine above the forest.